Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's been a while, but when we last talked, I showed you all my DIY method for getting more lift out of your camshaft. Now it's time to get the rest of our lawnmower Flathead ready for more power. The first step is making a custom connecting rod. My initial plan was to forge down some titanium into the rough shape and work from there. Believe it or not, it wasn't that simple. I ran into issues pretty much every step of the way. Now, don't get me wrong, the titanium was a joy to forge, and it was super cool working with such a cool material. And before I knew it, the part was all forged down and it was time to move on to the mill. Hey guys, welcome to the University of Dayton Makerspace. Here's where we're going to be machining our connecting rod down, and here's the tool we'll be using. Here is the sharp vertical mill we have here at the Makerspace. Now we actually have two of these, and I have a good amount of experience on this tool, but this is definitely going to be the most complicated thing I have made on it. So after all that machining, here we are. We've got the dipper and the main area all squared up. So now in the future, we can index from those whenever we go to machine the rest of it. Just make sure to keep everything square. Now I've used a green Sharpie and our calipers here to mark out all of our future lines and centers, just so, save us some time in the future from not having to, index everything on the mill, save us some time. It'll make things easier in the future. But I just real quick wanted to highlight the importance of using the right tool for the job, because I started out doing this with just some cheapo Harbor Freight end mills, and it was going horribly. It was really, really bad. I couldn't get a good finish. And as you saw, I was able to get it cut pretty good because I purchased myself some carbide end mills, which after some research are the proper end mills for this job. So keep in mind, guys, as you're working on projects for yourself, buy the right tool. It'll save you time in the future and get a much better end result. This is the point where I started to realize the huge mistake I've made. I jumped into making something I'd never made before with a material I've never touched before. In hindsight, I should have worked on an aluminum prototype first and worked out all the kinks in my design. That would have saved me from having to make the tough decision I ultimately had to make to abandon the titanium connecting rod and restart with aluminum. So, quite a lot of work's gotten done and not much filming, so this is where we're at right now, kind of this dog bone shape. Big reason why I'm getting here before, doing anything else or drilling any holes, clearly, just kind of doing center drills, is I learned from the last one that, first of all, that drill bit was not exactly 7/8, which, newbie mistake. I should probably hone this or do something else to get the final dimension, but beyond that, it's just easier to work with it when it's still one piece and, has more square sides. So I've learned adjusting my plan, and this one's coming along much easier. Aluminum is a much more forgiving material. All right, next I think I'm going to separate this and round off this area up here. Sweet. Well, I'll get to it. And before I knew it, I had a finished billet connecting rod. Now, this one might be slightly heavier than the stock cast rod, but it'll definitely be much stronger and allow for proper oiling of the crankcase with its new dipper. Now, on to the next step, making a billet head for our flathead. So after all that work, here's where we're at. We have a custom billet connecting rod, a DIY high lift cam, a billet head, and 22-pound valve springs to accommodate for our heavier cam. Now, as much as I'd love to have the Briggs running in this video, I just can't. When I was making the intake, I got a little too excited, broke the tap off in the block, and killed all my momentum. So the project sat all summer until I finally got the time to break out the tap and JB weld the hole. So unfortunately, we'll have to wait until the next video to see it rip. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you then. Bye.